we're here in the kitchen because with the Olympic spirit in the air and it taking place in Paris, we're diving into the world of fine wines with a local favorite. It's called House of Wine. This shop can make any occasion feel like a gold medal celebration. So founder Catherine House McClaskey joins us right now, and it's so great to have you here.
Thank you.
You know, we couldn't be celebrating the 2024 Paris Olympics without this type of segment in my mind. Okay, so with the Olympics bringing together cultures from all over the world, let's share how the House of Wine incorporates international flavors and wines all at the same time. You have a great display here.
Yes, so we have about 60% wines of the world, so we have a lot of different wines around the world. And as far as international flavors, you know, we really are able to pair and do lots of different things with different wines. And so depending on what people are having for food or what their favorite country is that they are rooting for, we can find a wine for them.
Okay, all right, so that's the place you want to go. So like if you're going to be cheering for the United States, or maybe you are cheering for France, or who knows, right? You're going to have an option to pour and kind of be celebrating that country and a bit of their culture. Let's talk about, though, too, how you can actually pair some of these wines, especially as we're hosting people over at our house and we're having our Olympic parties.
Yeah, absolutely. So I actually looked at Nielsen's virtual medal table and who they think actually is going to win the Olympics.
Yes.
And the U.S. came out #1. So for pairing, we have a Zinfandel from the U.S. would pair great with sliders.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
All right, so you're talking about like a nice beef slider.
Absolutely.
All right, and then where's the Zinfandel from?
Yeah, this is from California in the Santa Cruz Mountains, from Ridge.
Okay.
And then if you're looking for another opportunity, China is supposed to do quite well in the Olympics this year, and so we don't get a lot of Chinese wines in Idaho, but what does pair with Chinese food, like pot stickers, would be a great German Riesling from Dr. Lucen here. Was a great one, pairs with the spicy sort of flavors that you might get.
Oh, I like that. Okay, good. I like kind of the incorporation, like you say, kind of limited in the Chinese wines. However, here's what's going to complement the cuisine that you'll be eating. All right, what else you got?
Yeah, so we've got a great sparkling wine from Great Britain, which is supposed to come out potentially #3 in medals. And so this will pair really well with those cucumber tea sandwiches that you might find. Yeah,
yes.
some of those little fun
I love
ones.
those, actually, by the way. Those are one of my absolute favorites. Okay, and then what do you have here? Third on the podium, if you will.
France, yes. So France should hit that podium there, and so we actually have a great Chablis that would pair really well with gougères, those little eclairs that are made with cheese, and so nice little puff balls.
Okay, and now who's throwing this party with all the countries represented on the podium? Because I want to go.
I know.
This sounds really good.
I know. It's a great way to experience and have appetizers and pair them with wine.
I love this. Hopefully we've inspired somebody. All right, so also too, you know, athletes, they train rigorously for the Olympics. So explain to us, how does this dedication to craft resonate with the craftsmanship that's actually involved with winemaking in itself?
Yeah, so winemaking takes a lot of focus and dedication and continual improvement to understand different techniques that you can utilize and different ways you can make your wines better. And so, you know, they often say it's that 1% that makes somebody different, and it's the same thing in winemaking, that 1% that can really make a difference in the craftsmanship to create an award-winning wine.
Oh, I love that. You know, and it also reflects too with some of the events for the Summer Olympics, right? Like the 100-meter dash or some of the sprints in swimming. There are always just milliseconds, right? That makes a difference between sometimes first and fourth, you know, and not even being on the podium. So that's really neat to see, though, that relation actually translates over to winemaking in itself. I never had that perspective or understanding.
Yeah.
Very cool.
It really makes a difference.
Yes, it does. Okay, so with the Olympic spirit of excellence in mind, are there any unique ways that House of Wine is actually joining here in our community to help celebrate the Olympics that maybe we can also be a part of?
Yeah, so we actually, on July 23rd, which is a Tuesday night from 6:30 to 7:30, we actually have a class called Following the Olympic Flame, focusing on French wines. And we'll be pouring wines that start from Provence, moving into Bordeaux, Champagne, Loire, and then going into the, Burgundy region, and then also ending up in the Rhone. And so we're following that Olympic flame, which just finished, right, that movement, and it ended in Paris. So we are following that. I love it.
Okay, yes, so you're going to be kind of just going through the French wine regions, helping us kind of celebrate the home country this year of the Olympics. This is fantastic. How many regions are there in France when it comes to wine?
Oh, it's amazing. There are hundreds of regions because there's all these little sub-regions. The big regions like the Rhone then has little mini regions in the northern Rhone and the southern Rhone and Condrieu and Saint Joseph. And so there's all these small little regions, and they're broken up in different ways based on quality levels.
Okay, it sounds very complicated.
It can
but
be.
You can, though, be introduced to this concept and this idea because of the House of Wine Co. So if people want to know more about this class so they can get ready for the Olympics as well, do they go to your website maybe?
Yeah, our website is houseofwineco.com, and it's a great way to see all of our events, all of our classes, and anything fun that we're doing in the shop.
Love it. Okay, I do have one more question for you, though. This came from Olympic gold medalist Kristen Armstrong, who was just here in studio moments ago. She wanted to know what you would pair with a croissant. Because some of the events are early in the morning, right?
Yeah,
so what would you put for a brunch, if you will, for those early morning viewing parties?
Yeah, you want something a little bit sweeter, potentially, or a sparkling wine. Champagne goes with everything, and you're celebrating. Or potentially something like a Riesling could work out well to match that kind of sweetness in the food with the sweetness in the wine.
Got it. Okay, sweetness with the food, sweetness in the wine. So if you're having croissants with jam, or maybe you're having a nice fruit platter, you're gonna. I always go sparkly for that,
Yes.
right?
Bubbles are the way to go all the time.
Bubbles are the way to go. And to me, too, when you think of champagne, the real champagne comes from France, right?
Absolutely. The only place it can come from.
Yes, is the Champagne region, right?
Yes, it's the Champagne region.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's just sparkling wine. Or if you're in Italy, it's Prosecco. If you're in Spain, it's Cava. So there's different terms, but it can only be champagne from the Champagne region.
Okay, see, a little knowledge there for you. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. Lovely display, and I love the representation of the podium. We'll see if it matches up. So exciting.